Creating APA reference list entries for website sources. APA Style 7th edition. When determining the type of website source you are using, it is important to answer the following questions. Who is responsible for the content? When was the content created? What is the title of the content? And where can the information be found? We are going to complete 3 different templates for reference list entries for different types of website sources. The first source is a web page on a news website. This is a template for an APA reference list entry for a web page on a news website with an individual author. We are going to complete this template by filling in the information from the web page. We first need to find the author of the web page. Begin the reference list entry with the author's last name followed by the initials for the first and middle names. Next, we need to find the publication date for the web page. Because web pages can have all different types of design, there is no consistent location for publication dates, so check the page carefully to try and find a date. If the month, day, and year are provided, then, in parentheses, provide the full date in the year, comma, month, and day format. Not every web page will provide a publication date. If you are unable to find a publication date for your source, use the abbreviation lowercase n period lowercase d period in parentheses to indicate no date. Put a period after the parentheses between the publication date and the web page title. Capitalize the first word in the web page title, proper nouns, and the first word in the web page subtitle. In this example, the title begins with a number, and that number is considered the first word in the title. Put the web page title in italics and put a period after the web page title. After the web page title, provide the name of the website where the web page can be found. The name of the website is in regular font, and put a period after the website's name. The last piece of the reference list entry that we need is to provide the full website address to link directly back to this specific web page. Copy and paste the website address from your browser in order to provide an accurate link. We now have a complete reference list entry for a web page from a news website. Another type of website source you may use for your research is a web page from an organization's website with no individual author. This is a template for an APA reference list entry for a web page with an organization as an author. We are going to complete this template by filling in the information from the web page. To begin the reference list entry, we need to find who is responsible for the content. This web page does not have a specific person identified as the author, but because the information is hosted on an organization's website, you would list the organization's name as the author. Put a period after the organization's name. Next, we need to find the publication date for the web page. The publication date for this web page is found at the bottom of the page, and the month, day, and year are all provided. In parentheses, provide the year, a comma, then the month completely spelled out, and the day. Put a period after the parentheses around the publication date. The next piece of our template is the title of the web page. Capitalize the first word in the title, proper nouns, and the first word in the subtitle. Put the web page title in italics and put a period after the web page title. Because the organization is already listed as the author, you do not provide the organization name again after the web page title. The last piece of information we need is the full website address for this web page. The easiest way to include an accurate link to the web page is to copy the website address from your browser and paste it into your reference list entry. We now have a complete reference list entry for a web page from an organization. The last website source example we will cover is a reference list entry for an article found in an online newspaper. This is a template for an APA reference list entry for an article with one author found in an online newspaper. Begin the reference list entry with the author's last name followed by the initials for the first and middle names. Next, we need to provide the publication date for the article. If the month, day, and year are provided, then provide the full date in the year, comma, month, and day format in parentheses. Put a period between the publication date and the article title. For the article title, capitalize the first word in the title, proper nouns, and the first word in the subtitle. The title of an article in an online newspaper is in regular font. Put a period after the article title. After the article title, provide the title of the online newspaper. Capitalize all of the major words in the newspaper's title and put the title in italics. Put a period after the newspaper title. The last piece of the reference list entry is to provide the full website address for the newspaper article. Copy the website address from the browser and paste it into your reference list entry to ensure that you're providing an accurate website address for the article. We now have a complete reference list entry for an article in an online newspaper. If you have questions about creating APA reference list entries for website sources, contact the NLU University Library at library@nl.edu.